Hello, everyone. How are you? I'm sorry I'm running late. I am sorry. How is everyone? Anyway, I hope you guys are all good. And thanks for joining me. I am very grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So tell me how everyone is doing. Tell me how everyone is doing. Hey, Hottie Poe, how are you? I was trying to get will you post it in our group? I'm sorry I was running late. It's ridiculous. It's been my life. It's been a kind of crazy day. Hi, Cassandra, how are you? Anyway, I'm sorry. Hang on a second. I guess, you know what, there has been so many earthquakes today here in the Hawaiian Islands. And anyway. Hi, Cassandra. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Nancy. How are you, Nancy? I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Julia. Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Barb. You had a great stream today. I couldn't stay for the whole thing, but I was there for a good while. Today was crazy. Today's been a crazy day. Get your coffee, everyone. I don't know what I'm going to work on. I think I might make some painty papers today. I've had a little bit of a stressful day. How have you guys been? Hi, Mary Lou. We definitely felt the earthquakes, but it's not on my island. You know, the Hawaiian Islands is a group of islands. And they don't say that the volcano that's on my island is inactive, but the really active volcano, I mean, it hasn't had a lava flow, I think, since the 1800s on the island I live on. But the island where the lava flow is most active is called the Big Island, or the island of Hawaii. And I live on the island of Maui. But yes, we did feel the earthquake. You missed Barb. Barb was awesome today. It was really awesome. Hi, Jude. It was good. I loved the lady you had on. I learned a lot. I mean, you know, there is a lot to learn about jelly printing, don't you think? So anyway, I was at a meeting right before here, and there's traffic. There was traffic. So the traffic was like, took me forever to get home. Hi, Jania. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Beezy. Well, I'm going to have to go back and watch the end of it, because I was, anyway, I was there for a lot of it, but I couldn't stay for all of it. So that's just what happens. So I may make a few painty papers. You missed her too. It's one good thing about YouTube Live is you can go back and watch it another time. You can watch this later. But like one lady said to me, she thought that she thinks that the chat is super personal, or I don't know. I guess unless you've ever been to a live chat, you don't really know, right? Unless you've been to a live chat. So today I did enormous calamari. I did so much calamari today. You guys would have been so proud of me. I did so much calamari, and my garage is not completely cleaned out, but almost, which is huge for me. And so that was awesome. And my hottie was home earlier today, and so I have to take advantage of when he's home, because when he's home, it's like better to, carry stuff back and forth to the thrift store. Hi, Kathy. I loved it. I loved it today, Barb. It was great. I mean, it was really informative. It was really, really informative. I learned a lot. It was good. I think a jelly plate is something you can learn a lot of. I mean, that you never know everything of. So for those of you that have this your first time here, I like to make painty papers, and I really love painting on these throwaway flyers that you get in the mail. And hear me clearly. I am not trying to enable you to keep anything that you don't use. In fact, I had a conversation with my hottie about keeping things. I mean, and also, about saying no to our friends when they decide they want to they want to bring a bunch of stuff to our house. Because I was like, today I was taking all this stuff in the garage and I was like, where did this come from? And where did that come from? And it was like, anyway, I'm not trying to enable you. You guys have to use what use what you love. If you enjoy using scrapbooking paper, do it. I'm not telling you not. So I'm going to use a credit card and some really cheap acrylic paint. I'm going to make some painty papers and then maybe I'll make, I don't know. I just need a little wind down. The energy has been so high here, and I think a lot of it has to do with the volcanic activity and there's like stress that goes along with it too, you guys, because we all have family and friends that live on those other islands. And, anytime anybody is in sort of a zone of not being okay, it can be stressful. Wouldn't you guys agree? Yeah, it is spitting. You guys, there's multiple islands in the Hawaiian Islands, so it is spitting. But it's spitting on the island of Hawaii, but it's also we call it the Big Island, because you know what? It is a big island. It's the largest of the Hawaiian Islands, and because of the volcanic activity, it's still growing. It's a beautiful island, though, you guys. Really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. So, yeah. One of my friends has a retreat center right near where the volcanic activity is, and I haven't talked with her, but I have a feeling it's POW. It's done. Hi, Branson. Oh, well, welcome. We're happy you're here. Your name is Norma? Well, we're happy to meet you, Norma. Everybody say hi to Norma. So, yeah. Hi, Helen. So everybody, let's say hi to Pat, our lovely Pat. Everybody just shout out and say howdy to our friend Pat, who I know is watching us from treatment, and we love you, Pat. Everybody is saying hi to Pat. We love you so much. I'm going to cut up my... Hi, Amber. You guys, this morning was my calamari, and I think I took the scissors off my desk. This is how I roll, you guys. This is what I get. I must have a knife over here, too. Everybody saying hi, Pat. Nancy saying hi, Pat. Barb is. Kathy is. Amber is. Jude is. She's saying big hugs. Amber saying love you, Pat. Clara saying hi. Hi, Clara. Cheryl saying hi. Sandra saying hi. Oh, Sandra, we'll send her some love, too. Linda saying hi. Cassandra saying hi. Mary Lou saying hi to you. Helen is. Liz is. Says, feel better. Sandra is. Julia is. Hi, Miss VA. And we're happy you're here with us, Norma. Thanks for hanging out with us. I definitely need a pair of scissors. You guys, this is what I get. So I decided I was going to clean out my stash of books. Okay, you guys, I have an enormous stash of old books. And some of them I love and I use for junk journaling. And some of them I just like because they're really cool. And some of them I actually read or whatever, like some of them have various and sundry. Howdy from Soggy, Texas. Is it really raining? It's been pouring here too. So anyway, today, because my hottie was home, I had boxed up all these books and I said, I'm going to let these go. I'm going to take them to the thrift store. And we also because I want to get my crafting space back to normal. And it's not. So I'm realizing that if I'm going to keep it in this tiny space, I'm going to have to let go of some stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just going to have to let go. And you guys know me and my calamari. It's kind of hard sometimes to let go. How many of you guys have a hard time letting go? But anyway, I feel, it's been a little, it's been both exciting and cathartic because, when you let go, it sort of frees up the energy. But it's also been he got really stressed out because he went to one thrift store and they were like, we don't take that. And went to another thrift store and they said, and we don't take that. And he was beside himself. This one friend of ours that moved off, she had all of these had all these silk foliage, so silk plants, and that's not something that I have really. And so he took it to. He thought any thrift store would take it, and they were in beautiful condition because she had a business that where she used them. She used to do weddings and stuff here. They wouldn't take them. Not crazy. So everybody, let's send our Hottie Poe some special love. She had surgery. How are you feeling, Miss Hottie Poe? She had some surgery on her thumb, and she is here with us. Let go. What's that? Oh my gosh. You downsized a few years ago and it made it a lot easier? Well, that's good. See, Helen's even saying, Barb, I loved your live today. Finding fun out of the jelly plate came to me. Your prints were pretty amazing. Your prints were very amazing. So I loved them. Loved them. So how many of you guys are addicted to making painty papers? You guys know I am. You guys know. You guys get the 411 about me and my painty papers. So, your Hottie Poe's showing her thumb in there. She's so funny. I know, right? She got surgery to fix her trigger thumb. You're right. She did. I'm just happy she's okay. Guys, surgery just, sometimes it's just like, seriously? You're like, really? This is what it is? Oh no, this is like, sucks. What was I going to say? What have I watched this week that I was going to tell you guys? I was like, oh, I got to remember to tell them. See, I told you where my mind is. I'm feeling a little bit scattered today because of it's been ridiculous. Everybody's giving you some love, Miss Hottie Poe. We love you. Well, I love making some painty papers. I am addicted to making painty papers. And I really like making them out of these newspapers because they make them super easy. I'm just laying them next to me to dry before I put the next layer. They make it super easy to use in collages because they're. Hi, Miss Linda's Art World, Miss Linda Mack. They make it easier to use in collage work because they're so thin. Yeah, the volcano situation. So it's on the big island of Hawaii. It is bad, you guys. It's really bad, actually. You know, it's like I just got off right before when I was coming home, I got off the phone with a friend that lives not terribly close to where the flow is, but not that far, and you know, they said it's bad. What's bad is the air quality, you guys. It's like the air quality is really bad. You know, and so if you have any sort of upper respiratory problems, it's not good. Not good. So not good at all. Not good. So, and it sort of brings a sense of, you know, I think it's like when a hurricane or something like that happens. You know that feeling you get? You feel like you want to do something, but there's absolutely nothing you can do. It's that. You guys don't worry. There'll be more on the painty papers. I'm not going to it's not going to just be these. I find when I do these super thin ones that the layers works better if you let them completely dry between, especially super thin papers. The texture of the paper is really good. It's, you know what, if you do it super thin, Clara, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, it can, I guess, if you goop it up. But you guys try have any of you guys made a newspaper, like a newspaper journal or anything like that, where you paint on newspaper? You'd be surprised how resilient newspaper is it's like a form of an art supply, for the lack of a word. I can't think of the word I wanted to use. How many of you guys, tell me about your week this week. Has everybody had a really good week, or has it been stressful? Yeah, it's stuff flying in the air, Deb. It is not, the air quality is bad. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, you just have to hope. Like one of my friends, she says that, you know, the top of the mountain she lives on, the wind, they don't ever get any bad air quality there. But it can be. We call it fog, and it can actually look like really hazy, like a fog, you know, but it's volcanic ash in the air, and that's not good. Yeah, it is bad. They're showing it on the news here. Yeah, on the news there too. Yeah, it is bad. Just makes you feel like there's stuff you want to do, and you know, there's the really sad thing is where it is. A lot of people on that island live off the grid because there is no, you know, like we take for granted when you live in a place where you can have city water and electric run to you, but some of those places are far out, and the only way to have water is through a catchment. And electric is usually solar. So my only fear was I'm hoping that everybody got out. Because think about it, you know, when you live off the grid, you're kind of in your own world, right? You're not thinking or being with anybody. You posted your week. What was your week like, Miss Vic? Was it awful? It rained, yeah, a lot in Texas. Is that what you're referring to? I don't know. You know, people that take those lava pictures, I agree with you, Helen. It's not, yeah. I wouldn't want that job either. I would not want it. Not every day you hear the word catchment. You're tearing your space apart. Ooh, girl. Well, I was successful. I took, I don't know how many boxes of stuff we took, but a lot. We made like three trips to 3 huge, like, put your seat down in the SUV kind of thing to the thrift store and took a lot of stuff. You guys, I went through and I let go of clothing. And, you know, even though honestly, I don't have a lot of clothing, I still went through and I let go. I let go, made my hottie let go, the kids let go. I went through my dishes and I let go. I figure that we've been talking about moving, so I'm just kind of like thinking to myself, and I know this sounds like so silly, but we've been talking about moving for a while, so I figure if I'm prepared, then either it'll be really fast and easy or it won't happen at all. You heard that too, catchment? Well, it's a big water tank. It's like a big water tank, you know, that catches water. And or if you live in an area of the island where there is no water, you know, people don't think about it. Okay, so you can't, water tables are on look, if you read about volcanoes, especially in some parts of the island, you can't, there's only volcanic rock. You can't, there's no water, you know, I don't know how far you'd have to dig down before you could even get any water. What? Let it go, let it go. Oh no, right? Let it go, let it go. What's wrong with Scotty Poe? What happened? What happened? I'm totally letting it go. You guys, I'm over it. It was like, I don't know. I'm over it. I'm letting it go. So my goal, hi Linda. How are you, Miss Kathy? My goal, this is going to sound so silly, but my goal is to have only enough stuff, only enough clothes that I can fit in a small suitcase. You know, it would be really good if, and only stuff I wear. You know what I mean? I am going to make some painted papers with my new painted newspaper. Usually I have some somewhere around here and I could show you, but I like to make my painted papers. How many of you guys have made them out of this newspaper? Have you made them out of this, Miss Linda Mack? Miss Linda McCollum, have you made them out of this? Hi, Jane. No, know, you guys Google Hawaii real estate. Google Hawaii real estate or Google Big Island real estate and look in an area like, look in the Puna district, Puna, and or look in Volcano. There's a place on the Big Island called Volcano, like a town called Volcano, and look, and you'll see. It'll say water. It'll say catchment, or because there's nothing there. Not a moss. Not a moss. Made from newspaper. Have you made painty papers made from newspaper? Have you done this? Have you tried it? Have you tried the newspaper? Have you tried the sale flyer? This one is like, I don't know, Home Depot or Lowe's or something, but have you tried making them out? Some of my Power Pack has really cool newspaper painting papers. No, not yet. You haven't done it? You're at Costco, Linda? Ooh. You and Richard Costco shopping? So that sounds like fun. Well, anyway, you should try it. I can't tell you. First of all, the one thing that happens when you start painting on non-traditional surfaces is you get to know your supplies. So you can't use really good paint on newspaper. At least I find. Maybe you guys have a different experience, so please. Because if you do, it makes it super soggy, and you can't really, maybe you could if you built up the layers, but this one's just singularly layered, right? So I don't really use it like that. But it's cool, you get to know your supplies better. You pretty much use magazines. Magazines are good for painting papers too. I like painting papers, I like magazines too. But I invite you to try it. Try it on these sale flyers. Everybody has these sale flyers. And if you guys are at all into making collages, you can make some kick butt painting papers with these newspapers. And you can make really cool layers with your newspapers. Super cool. All right, so now I'm gonna let these dry. I'm gonna try to get the ones that I started with first, which should be at the bottom of my pile here. And then I'm going to, let me see, I know I had my stencils out. I just had them out last week. I have this stencil. I love this stencil. This was a cheap stencil from Wish. I had to think for a minute. A cheap stencil from Wish. Now, I would suggest that you use a baby wipe or a sponge or a very stiff bristled brush. Scotty gave me a great stippling brush, but it's in my painting bag in the car. So I've been taking my art supplies with me and painting at the beach. How many of you guys have painted, like to do stuff like that, where you go and you go and you paint at the beach and you do some fun stuff like that? So I've been taking some magazine stuff, a couple of my junk journals, just a little bit of one or two envelopes full of possible collage stuff, and going to the beach, and it's been super fun. You can type in all caps, we don't care. What do you do? Fold and tape flyer tell me about your flyer signatures. What are you talking about, Cheryl? I'm sorry, I missed it. We're liking you, Miss Linda Scott. What do you mean we're not liking you? I just didn't see you. We like you. The boonies aren't going to let you. No, Kathy, thanks for thinking about me. No, I'm not affected. I mean, we definitely felt the volcano. I don't know what it's going to do. You know, there's always a chance when you have volcanic action, there's always a chance of tsunami stuff, but I don't think it's going to happen here. But I'm sure that everyone could use your prayers. You guys, it's scary for everyone. You're working on an art journal using a newspaper? I think it's awesome. You know, if you go back and look at some of my old Painty paper videos, I think I would say, I think it probably 50-50 between like half on newspaper and half on magazine pages. You know, if you're going to do like a 5-layer collage, I love using this as one of the layers. And what's cool is you can paint really, I mean, you can paint anything on it. You don't have to use a stencil. I just thought it'd be kind of cool because I like this stencil. Because I'm going to take it apart and use it in my, I'm going to cut it up when I'm done, right? I am going to cut it up or tear it or whatever when I'm done. So I thought it would be kind of cool to paint on it. What's her name? Noe? Noit? I had seen her videos, but not recently. I saw ones. She did something. Nina Rabina. If you're not part of her Facebook group, I love Nina Rabina. She has. I think that's where I saw it, in that Facebook group. Yep. So the first Painty papers I made, I don't know, maybe the very first, could have been in a live stream that I painted newspapers, you know, because I used them for my Power Pack backgrounds way back when. And, you know, I like them a lot. They make really cool, but have you watched Carla Cage Fish? I don't know if she paints on newspapers, but she may too. But when she does like a multi-layered collage, I think newspaper, because it's so thin, makes an awesome layer to a multi-layer collage. What's cool about it is it doesn't matter if it's not perfect or not, because it's newspaper. It's newspaper. Doesn't matter, but it's kind of cool, yeah? It's just a newspaper, and I'm going to rip it up, and maybe I'll use some of the back of it. Maybe I'll use some of the backgrounds for my Power Pack, or maybe I'll use some of the backgrounds for, I mean, I don't know. I haven't decided. Maybe I'll use some of the backgrounds for something else. I'll use them for, my junk journaling. But I like using it a lot. But are you leaving us, Sandra? Oh, Kathy's leaving. Night, Kathy. We love you. It is a cool stencil, and it was cheap. It was like one of those stencils on Wish. It was like, I don't know, $3, $2, something like that. Not expensive at all. And you guys make sure you go over and say hi to Meridel Abrams. She is the Mary Attier, and she's on live now as well. I didn't know for a long time that she was on live at the same time, you know, that at the same time, or she comes on, I think, before me, a little before me. But I love her too. And if you guys don't know her channel, go over and check her out. She is awesome. She may even paint on newspaper. Does the Mary Attier paint on newspaper too? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have my diaper. I don't have my wipes over here. Usually I have some sort of wipes or something here, but I don't have them over here. That's what I get for cleaning out my stuff. Cleaning it out. Hey Susan, how are you? So does anybody have some big plans for this weekend? Tell us about your big plans. My big plans are to continue my calamari. My big plans are going to be to continue my calamari. So I know it probably sounds silly to some of you, but if you like, for me, I was just like thinking, well, you guys can tell me if you think this is silly too. You know, I was thinking, well, if I'm going to move, or if I keep getting this sort of feeling or this inclination that we're going to move sometime like soon, like in the next 6 months, a year, and I do, I mean, we've been looking to buy a house. Actually, I found 2 houses that I really liked, but I haven't really put it out there yet. I haven't even gone to see them, but I found them. I have a realtor, and she found them for me, and so we'll see. But so that was why I decided I really wanted to, get my calamari on, because I thought, if say we move in the next year, right? Just give me a year, right? And I start purging now, and I start keeping only what I want to move, right? Only what I love. Then I won't, and if I do it now, I won't be so stressed out. This is the first time you paint a newspaper, and it's cool. It is cool. Jude, you wait. It's a little bit addictive, especially if you want to use it. And you guys, if you let it dry thoroughly, you can glue it onto something else, and you can actually sew it. I've sewn newspaper. Only thing I will tell you is you need a blunt needle, and you need to use the longest stitch possible. But if you're going to sew it, you want to sew it with something on the back of it. You don't want to just sew it like either double it or triple it, or sometimes I use those insides of used FedEx envelopes, the Tyvek. That makes it great. I love this stencil. This is a Gabriella Polacco stencil. I don't know the name of it. Maybe I do. Hang on. It is called, here's the stencil. It is Gabriella Polacco 12 by 12. What is the name of it? All right, guys. I don't know the name of it. I think I've told you guys before. Something Waves, I think. But I don't, maybe it's on here. Yeah, it's called Crazy Waves. It's Gabriella Polacco, and it's called Crazy Waves. So I like it. You left things on your table that normally would end up in the trash and glued layers. Ooh, that sounds awesome, Jane. It sounds like fun. That sounds super fun. I'm all about that too, Jane. I like that. Stuff that would normally end up in the trash. I think that's awesome. Although my hottie today said to me at some point, because I was like, when I was trying to, when the thrift store decided they wouldn't take everything, like, I don't know, he was super upset. He went to 3 different thrift stores, and they wouldn't take everything. Like one thrift store wouldn't take, my friend left, and she had a really nice, it was actually looked like fairly new, wasn't, I mean, or it was taken care of so well it looked new, coffee maker, and it worked perfectly. But I have my own. I told you guys I have like a little Keurig, and I like it, and I have my own like little pods that I put my own coffee in, like you can put your coffee, loose coffee in, not, anyway. So rather than end up in a landfill, so he took that. She had a dehumidifier, and we already have one, so we don't need another one. And a fairly new dehumidifier, and they're kind of expensive, a couple $100 bucks. And one thrift store wouldn't take that, and one thrift store wouldn't take children's books, and one thrift store wouldn't take, and he was just like out of his mind. At one point he was like, this is not making me happy. They won't take it. And I said, well, go to the next one. And he didn't want to like drive all around. And I said, well, you know, it took us a long, and not that all the stuff was ours because it wasn't. I said, you figure it takes a while to accumulate it. You got to figure out how to let it go, you know. So moving will be so much easier. That's what I think, Vic. That's what I think. Make it big enough for all of us. My house, is that what you're saying? Or my mess? Or the calamari? Or my painty papers? Well, you know, we have been talking about moving off the island, and that's been like a topic of conversation, but what's come up lately is that we think that we're going to see if we can meet our needs right where we are. Like if we can find a house that meets our needs right where we are, then we'll more likely stay, right? But if we can't meet our needs right where we are, then we'll be forced to move, right? So in the island I live on, it's less inhabited than a lot of them. And so the housing prices are kind of crazy high. And on top of it, the housing price is crazy high. Houses are small. So you have to be willing to like downsize if you want something you really want. And also too, it'll force me to get, I used to have my own studio. I used to have my own metalsmithing studio. So this will force me to get a studio. The big enough house? Okay, Jane. You guys are always invited. I am going to try in the fall to have a crafting retreat. And I haven't worked out all the details, but as soon as I do, I will let you guys all know. I'm going to try and have a crafting retreat. The best times to come to the island that I live on, or any of the Hawaiian Islands, when it's not so pricey, airfare and everything, is September and May. Because the whales don't start coming until like November, I think. Maybe they come end of October. I don't know. Who knows with the kind of crazy weather and stuff we've been having when they'll come. But so those are the least expensive times to fly. So try, and also would be like a really good time. You get better deals on hotels and that sort of thing. So I'm going to try and see if I can. You're packing your studio up right now? Does the concept apply to getting and losing what? Fat? Is that what you said? You think a retreat's a fabulous idea? Ooh, I do too. Does it apply to losing fat too? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Because I'm supposed to go out to dinner with some friends. Can we not talk about losing fat? Then I won't even like want to eat dinner, right? I'll be thinking about my losing fat. Anyway, so I don't know. I think a retreat would be fun too. I think it would be super awesome. But I'll let you guys know as I get it more planned. I have people email me all the time and say, you know, I've always wanted to come to Hawaii. I think it would be really fun if you put together something. So I'm going to try. We'll see how it works out. Then I could really calamari for sure because I could give everybody that came some of my stuff. Wouldn't that be awesome? You could be like, oh, you're coming? Let me just give you some of my stuff. How would that work out, you guys? What do you think? You think people will be like, I went to see Shelly and she gave me some stuff. She loaded me down with some stuff. She gave me stuff. You guys are so funny. I hope you can travel. No, there's no volcano on my island, Linda. I don't live on the island with the active volcano. The volcano was last active here, I think, in the 1800s. The island I live on is called the island of Maui, and the big volcano here is called the Haleakala crater. And it is, if you measured it from where it originates in the earth to its summit, it would be the highest mountain in the world. Because it's underwater, it's not, but it's cool, and it hasn't had a volcanic eruption for a very long time, the 1800s. And it's not active. I mean, they don't call it dormant because I guess there's still activity under there somewhere, but it hasn't had an activity, or there's nothing coming from it. Does that make sense? So I would love it if you guys came and hung out. It is a great stencil. You know what? I don't have a ton of things. Like, I know some of you guys have many more crafty supplies than I do, but I will tell you, if you're going to invest in a stencil, this Gabriella Polacco stencil is great. Now, you guys, I don't know where I got it, but I would definitely tell you to, like, find the cheapest way. And sometimes I would go wherever I got it. You guys, I think my daughter got it for me. I don't know, because I don't remember. See, my kids, I told them don't get me anything, and one of my daughters is a graphic designer, and so she likes to buy me things that she knows I'm going to use and love, and I think she found it for me, because I didn't ask for it. And because you do have to be careful when you're unveiling your newspaper. It will, if you get it too painty, it will come up. It will lift up. But there you go. Cool stencil, yeah? It was a really good stencil. Well, what would be fun if you guys came is I could take you to all my favorite like haunts of, you know, finding cool treasures, because there are great places to find treasures here. And anyway, so the green and the gold didn't come out too well because this was the green and the gold, but the red did and the black did. And when I cut it up, it'll be great. But once it dries, you might be able to see it better. It is a good stencil, though. I like it. So tell me about your week, everyone. I want to hear about your week. I want to hear what's going on with you guys. I want to hear what is going on in your world. What is going on in the world of whatever you guys are doing. Because I know for me, I know what's going on in my world. My world's ridiculous. But I don't know what's going on in your world. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put some wax paper underneath this one, and then I'll just leave them stacked on top of each other. Guys, tell me what's going on. I want to hear. I want to hear. I like some of these stencils better than others. What's going on? Let me see. Mermaid bodies. Yes, you can eat poi and fish. Not joking. Yes, I have to tell you, if you like fish, the fish here is like nowhere else in the world. You're gonna have the most amazing fish ever. So you're trying to get yourself out of a funk. Oh, I'm so sorry, Amber. I get it. You know what? I sometimes think that if you can craft through it, it definitely helps. If you can definitely craft through it. We can all totally relate to getting yourself out of a funk, can't we, girls? Can't we relate to that? I know I can. Getting yourself out of a crafty funk, and I find sometimes crafting through the whatever I'm going through really, really helps. Does anybody else? I also find like journaling through it too. Even if you don't have anything to say, even if you just like say, "Hi Mars." The wavy stencil was cool. This week you had 3 sprinkler stations not come on. Oh no. And then you had water come through your ceiling? Oh my gosh, Helen, to the tune of $1,400? Oh, that's not good. Well, we finally had somebody diagnose our Prius, and it has not been good news. So after we spent all that money on a battery and everything, I don't even know if it's going to be drivable. So we're just trying to go with the flow of it. I feel a little bit lucky that my friend that decided to move off the island offered me her car. Like, I got I have a new, it's not brand new, but I've got a newer car, a Honda Fit. And I'm like, I'm enjoying it. I mean, I don't know that I would have bought that car for myself, but I'm enjoying it. It's not, no, I'm enjoying it. You know, I definitely would not have bought it for myself. Because it's bigger actually here than you think it is. So, Hottie's driving my RAV4, because that was my car. Because he had bought the Prius. What did Hottie Popo say to me? He actually bought me the Prius. What did you say, Suze? It was like perfect. She was like, he bought you that car so he could keep driving your car. And then, yeah. You're working on an altered book? Ooh, Abandoned Castles, Reverse Collage. Awesome. I love that abandoned book. Helen, I'm sorry you had that happen. You're so funny. You had to give the gardener directions, a.k.a. hubby Jane. Oh, you're hilarious. Helen, I'm sorry that happened. My neighbor almost burned down our house, so that was kind of weird, too. I don't know. People do the weirdest stuff. Susan says she's been working on organizing her craft room and starting to work on swaps for the month. Oh, good for you. Envelopes for Flocker friendship swaps and cooking from scratch. Sounds fun to me. Cooking from scratch, I did that every year. Stop leaving you. We're not leaving you. Oh, you're talking about Jane? I was like, we're not leaving you, Amber. What are you talking about? Has anybody heard from Amberly? How's her mom? You know, I've been like a little bit, her mom was having surgery this week, yeah? Am I wrong? I've been thinking about her too. Maybe I can just swipe this through with a credit card and it'll go through. Some stencils work good with a credit card and some don't. Have you guys noticed that? How many of you guys credit card swipe your stencils too? That's not terrible. That was okay. So my neighbor, young girl that lives behind us, her family's coming in on Monday. Oh, okay. You're cutting images out of magazine trail. That's fun. Ooh, your sister-in-law is working. Hi, Miss Jean Peter. Your sister-in-law is now working at the Goodwill. Ooh, that might not work out for me because yikes, that would be a big deal. I would have to be like, oh no, I mean, I don't need anything else, but that might. Hi, Miss Jean Peter. You guys, if you guys live anywhere near her, you need to go to her estate sale. Oh no. All day estate sale ending in an ER to visit for your dad. Oh no. Is he okay, Jean? I have to tell you, girl, if I lived anywhere near you, I'd have already driven over there and gotten myself some stuff, okay? You're having an amazing estate sale. From what I saw, the stuff you posted, I was like, that is some good stuff, sister. You are like you're partying with some good stuff. You're partying with some, I hope your daddy's okay. Big, big hugs. Big, big, big hugs, Jane. That's not, ugh. Big, big, big hugs. I hope he's okay. Sending him lots of love. I don't know, you guys. I think that, you know, the older we get, the more we forget that Or at least I forget why I collected stuff to begin with. Does anybody get like that? We're all sending you love, Gene. That's not, we're sending your daddy some love. She was live today? Oh, wow. I wasn't around, though. If you don't like it, you just glue your pages together and try again. That's a good way. Do you guys ever look at the stuff that you've collected and say to yourself, like, what was I thinking? Why did I collect that? Like, I really don't even need it. Does anybody else do that besides me? I'm like, why did I have that? And I'm not talking about craft supplies, because you know I'm a collector of some craft supplies. How many of you guys can join me in the craft supply collecting? I think quite a few of you can join me there. It's good now you're home. Oh, that's good. Did you have a good day, Jean? Did you sell a lot of stuff? You had some good stuff. Some amazing stuff. Once upon a time, I collected Santas. I don't anymore. So when I saw the Santa collection that you had, I was like, oh, those are awesome. And then, yeah, a bunch of cool stuff that I liked. I was like, You guys just moved to the tropics and you end up letting go of a lot of stuff because it just doesn't live here. It can't. It can't live here. It can't live here. Even though you might want it to. It just can't. The climate just won't let it. Hi, Renee. So you guys, we're not going to have a super long stream today. I have to meet some, you know, the one good thing about living in Hawaii is your friends actually come. You know, they come and then they invite you out or whatever, and one of them called and would like to take me and the girls to dinner. My hubby's working, so he can't go. I invited him. He was like, I'm working. It's not that he doesn't want to go, it just doesn't work out like that. Because you know as well as I do that people come here, they're on vacation, but you're not on vacation. So somebody's going to say, why like this? Well, because when you tear it up in bits, it looks really, you know, it can look good when you tear it up in bits. So we're not going to have a super long stream today, but we'll definitely have some woo-woo for those that want a little woo-woo, because I think I need it. Guys, the only woo-woo I did today was at like 5 o'clock this morning. You have to let go when you're old. Santas, yes, you got rid of them? Oh, you had Santas too? You have a dice collection? Really? That's crazy. Yes, I'm a collector of recycling. Although today, guys, I let go of a huge amount of recycling. I took a ton of it to the thrift store. We are leaving in 1 hour, so you can go and play for like a little bit. You want to go play? I don't know where my phone is, but you can go play. Okay, yeah. But be where I can find you, okay, Bear? So she wants to know if she has time to go play. When we got home, because it's been raining, you guys, when we got home, I said to her, why don't you go play? And she was like, we have to leave in just a little bit, but I think she wants to play anyway. So I'm not going to collect much of anything anymore. What are you guys collecting? Anybody want to pipe in and tell us what you're collecting? You have teeny tiny different materials. What are you going to get the faces and the lips of what? Yes, you know what? There is something about cutting up magazines, okay? Don't even talk to me about that. I'm like, you know me, I like to cut up some magazines. I gotta have some magazine cutting ups. I gotta cut up something like that. I like it a lot. Chopping up magazines is like, I like that. That's totally one of my go-tos. Totally one of my go-tos. Definitely one of my go-to things. Especially if I'm super stressed, because then I can just mindlessly cut up stuff for collaging. I cut up a big, like a shoebox size full of stuff. You collect elephants? Ooh, that's awesome. Elephant craft supplies. Hello, my name is Shelly. I am a craft supply addict and a craft supply collector. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. How many of the rest of you, is there anybody else here that's a craft supply collector? I'm definitely going to be purging in my Etsy shop soon because the things need to go to a good home. And if I'm not going to use them, I don't need to hoard them anymore. You collect birds? Oh, that's awesome. Liz says, I'm trying not to collect stuff. I have 3. If I have more than 3 of something, I start to feel uneasy. Oh, that's good. Lighthouses, teapots, and flamingos. Oh, you're right. I get it. Susan says, hi, I'm a craft supply collector. Oh my gosh, you guys. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It is pretty serious sometimes, right? The craft supply collecting. If you do it, I do. Hattie Popo's clapping her hands. She does too. You collect more points for Recycle Bank. Hey, that's not terrible, Cheryl. Hey, you know, you can send your magazines to other people if you don't want them. You can totally send your magazines to other people if you don't want them. Isn't that cool, though? You can share your magazine points. You can share your points. You can share your points. You can share your... I wonder if this will show up on here. It may or may not. It may or may not. Let me get some newspaper and put some down. You're hilarious, Jane. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. But please, if you guys don't want to paint on newspaper, don't. I'm not trying to add to your already. I'm not trying to add to anybody's already crafting stash issues. Not at all, in any way, shape, or form. Okay? Jane, you're hilarious. You guys go see. Jean, tell everybody where your estate sale is. You know, somebody right here might be really close to you. They could benefit. They could benefit from your estate sale. Because, sister, from what I saw, what you were putting out there, it was awesome. From what I saw, it was awesome. You were doing some awesomeness there. Let me see. Ooh, that did work. Okay, good. So let me see. If you guys haven't sent me your power pack, please do. I've gotten a bunch, and I'm sorry that I should have brought them over here so I could tell you whose I've gotten. If you're still gonna do it, you just have to get them to me by the end of May. Okay, so if you guys can get me your power pack by the end of May, you can be and swap if you want to. So that's up to you. End of May, power pack. So how many of you guys are up for doing a little woo-woo? Because we're not going to have a super long stream, as I said, because I'm going to go meet some friends for dinner. But how many of you guys are up for a a little woo-woo tonight. And if you don't want it, it's fine. Okay, these are good. Now I need to do the dots. I'm gonna do the dots. What color should I do the dots? What color is actually going to show up is really what it is. Let me see. That I have close by, because colors will show up, but I may not have them close by. I may not have them near me. Might try this blue metallic. You missed Tuesday and you would love it? Okay. Oh, hi, Fee. Big hugs and love to you. Yes, you can use anything on a jelly plate. You guys, I've jelly printed on newspaper. Have you guys done jelly printing on newspaper? In fact, I have my little jelly plate here. I could do a little jelly printing on newspaper. So, yes, you can jelly print on anything. Although I saw somebody say something today in your chat bar, but I don't remember who it was, and they were talking about why would you want to jelly print on photo paper? Well, I jelly print on photo paper, or have jelly printed on photo paper, because I have it. It's like, if you have it from, I don't know, did any of you guys ever buy an HP printer and then somehow they send you, or when you buy ink for them, you get all these packages of little packs of photo paper. So I've collected them, or like when I worked at a job, and I've collected them over the years, right? Little packs of photo paper. Because I craft with them. I actually really like making what do you call it? Shaving cream marbling on them. So somebody was asking, like, why would you use it? My feeling is, why not? You're going to go back and listen to the first part. You made so funny. You have those packs of photo paper? Okay, I have jelly printed on them, and it comes out fine. So I don't know who had the issue. I was trying to chat, but I was in the middle of, I was on a conference call. So, you know, when you're on a conference call, you can't really always chat and do everything. So I'm just telling you, I've used those little packs of photo paper, and I have jelly printed on it, and they come out fine. I've also made shaving cream marbling things with them. I've also just painted on them. They're just different. You know, it's not, I don't know. I guess for me, I just look at nothing as like off limits. I paint or color or stencil or on everything. Because I feel like, why not? I don't feel like it's like I can't. So I just do it. Because I figure, like, well, if I'm not going to use it, who is? And who am I saving it for? It's like that good china that you save that you never used. How many of you guys ever grew up in a house where you had, like, multiple sets of dishes, and some dishes were only for good use? There must have been an issue today, so they just don't use it on a jelly plate. Well, I haven't had an issue. I haven't had an issue using it on my jelly plate. But, you know, I also use, sometimes, I mean, what was the issue? That it stuck to the jelly plate? Just make it wet enough. Yeah, exactly. Yes, use hand wash or ink. Yes, I agree. Okay, the only one that didn't come out was the middle, because it was the swirlies, and it didn't come out, but oh well. In your house, you call paper plates fine china? Big hugs, Barb. Thanks for a great day. It was awesome. Well, I didn't know that, you know, I don't know. Maybe they just use ink on theirs. You know, I think it also depends upon, like, if you're like a messy crafter, or if you're like a neat crafter, or if you're a crafter that, you know, I don't know. Because I don't think any of my supplies are precious, so I use them. I figure I'm going to use them all. That's just how I roll, but that's just me. But, you know, I'm not telling you guys what to do. You guys do what works for you. I'm a firm believer in doing what works for you. But I was there when somebody was like complaining about their jelly plate thing, and I didn't even pipe in because, you know, sometimes I think people just come to complain, but I haven't had an issue. But, you know, yeah, you definitely can take your magazines to the VA hospital. Sometimes I take them to, there's also like lots of waiting rooms at hospitals don't have magazines. Or you can even drop them off at the front desk at a hospital and just say, please, you know, because they know where there's areas that there's nothing. And people, no. Or I've taken them to nursing homes. I've taken them to, I don't know, taken them a bunch of different places. So, you guys do what works for you. There's no right or wrong. I haven't used a heat gun on the jelly plate. Now, I know some people like to dry their stuff or let it dry because they don't want to wait in between so that they get, you know, different layers. But I have never used a heat gun on mine. So I would say if you're going to use a heat gun, I would use the lowest amount of heat or not hold it too close. Hi, Amberly. I was asking about you, Mama. I was asking how your mom is. You've been on my mind, girl. You have been on my mind. I can't be neat with a jelly plate. You know what, you guys? I'm not a neat painter, crafter, artist in any way, shape, or form. So I just roll with it. All right, how many of you guys want to do the woo-woo? I think we're going to do a little woo-woo, and then I'm going to call it a night. And maybe I'll stream tomorrow if I get to a good place. And I'm sorry I have to call it an early night, but you know what? I am sure Miss Stacy, Pink Poodle Crafters, will be on. And, you know, she's always a fun time, you guys. I'm sure she'll be on. Who else will be on? Who else is streaming tonight, guys? I don't know. But I know she streams. Her biopsy went well. Your uncle flies in tomorrow and your grandma Sunday. Oh, Amberly, I'm sending you so much love. You're never late, BJ. We love you. You're always here at the perfect time. She has surgery on Monday. We're sending you love. I appreciate it if you guys give me a thumbs up. I would love that. That would make me so, so happy. Or even a thumbs down. I'm not that picky. Some people take it personally. I don't. I always end up with some thumbs down, and that's okay. Because you know what? I'm not the crafter for everybody. And that's all good with me. So for those of you that want to do the woo-woo, let's do some woo-woo around release like we did last week. How many of you guys felt like that one really helped you last week when we did the releasing one? Did anybody feel like that one was like a good one for them, or they felt like they released? You haven't done your journal? I'm not that picky either. Guys, I can't be. I cannot be that picky. Thank you guys for your love and prayers for the Hawaiian Islands. I know everyone here could really use it. It is a little bit of a time of tension because of what's going on with the volcano, and all of us have loved ones on all of the islands, or friends, or people that are near and dear to us, and we want everyone to be safe. They say that this volcanic eruption hasn't happened like this since the 1950s. So Tuesday was good. Tuesday was good. We did release on Tuesday too, Angela. It was good. I thought it was good. At least it was good. It was good for me. If you want to subscribe to anyone's channel, just go right next to their name, go to the end of wherever they've just typed, and go to the next to their name, and there are these 3 dots, and it will take you to their channel to subscribe. You never know when you're going to meet your crafty bestie, so it's always good to subscribe. You thought last week was good? I thought it was good too. Tuesday was good too. And Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday was particularly powerful for me. So, well, my lovelies, I think we're going to do the woo-woo. So for those of you that want to join in, it's a guided meditation. It does not interfere with any of your own personal beliefs, because it's not about belief. It's just about an energy of relaxing. Okay? So you can always say you get that energy from anything, right? So you can pick what you want to focus on. So I ask all of you to bring to mind a couple of other people besides yourself that you would like to include in this energy work. Because I think sometimes for me, when I am focusing on someone other than myself or something bigger than me, the benefit I receive is far greater, and so is the expansion of myself. So I'm glad it was good for you, Lessick, too, Linda. Okay, so you guys bring to mind a couple of people, and all you have to do to participate is to sit and breathe in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And it is an audible breath. It is a yogic breath. That somebody came on one time and said that I sounded like Darth Vader. So if you want to call it a Darth Vader breath, you can. I thought that was hilarious. Were you guys here when they said that I sounded like I was Darth Vader? Anyway. You got some shaving cream to do marbling. Ooh, that's addictive too, can I tell you? Painting newspapers and marbling, and you can marble a newspaper too, you guys. Jane, you're so sweet. You're gonna go watch her vid. And you guys put Miss Care Bear in our woo-woo. Let's bring to mind a couple of people, and you know, of course, Amberly's mom could use a little love because she's having some surgery. Anybody that comes to your mind. I always include all of you in my energy work when I work on myself, as well as when I work here in the group. But bring to mind a couple of other people that you'd like to include, like our lovely Pat. Anybody that you know that's having a difficult time right now. Anybody that you know that could just use some positive vibes. Hi, James. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Anybody, you guys, anybody. And it can be, you include your pets. Include your pets. Include your partner. Include your home. I always think it's good to include your home. Yes, I love our Care Bear too, and she's a rock star, and I know that she's traveling right now. So we are good. We are good. So for those that want to stay, you can sit or lie down. I will warn you that if you lie down, you may go to sleep, so that's fine. I mean, I find it very relaxing, you know, but you know, it happens. Not a big deal. All right, you guys, and for those of you that want a little extra added boost, go grab a glass of water, because as the energy flows through you, we can focus and allow it to add to the water. And when it adds to the water, as you drink it, it just increases your own energetic vibration. Okay, my lovelies, I'm almost done with my stamping my acrylic ink. I'm definitely going to need to wash this stamp afterwards, but I love this stamp. I call it my Carla Caged Fish stamp because she got me addicted to it. And if you guys want to go over to her channel, Caged Fish, K-A-G-E-D, she has a tutorial. She sells a tutorial on how to make your own, and it's really good. And it's not very expensive. So you could go over and check it out. This is called a concentric circle stamp. And it's pretty cool. Okay, everybody. Everybody that's staying for the woo-woo or wants to be included, we are going to start. All right. Let me just, nah. The energized water does help. It does, Cheryl. You're absolutely right. What did you feel from it? It totally works. Because your body's mostly made up of water, you know? So I have done a bunch of painting papers. This one might not be dry. Let's see. A couple of these are. They're dry. That one's dry. This one's a little bit damp. These are dry. So you guys, make yourself a stash of painting papers out of anything. It holds the energy, and it definitely helps it to assimilate into your body. Hi, Barb. Yay. Would you guys give me a thumbs up? I appreciate it. All right. Everybody sit or lie down. Hi, Jimmy. How are you? How are you, Jimmy? Is that your sweetheart, Jane? It makes you feel calmer, Angela? Oh, good. Everybody say hi to Jimmy. Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. Hello, Jimmy. Big hugs and lots of love all the way from the Hawaiian Islands. Okay, everybody. Let's start with our, let's do our energy work. Bring to mind and include anybody that you'd like to include in your energy work. Your pet, your home, your friends, anything. Anyone or anything that you'd like to receive. We hope we see you again, Norma. I'm usually here every Tuesday and Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern. But today I'm going to end a little early. Usually we stay on for like 2-3 hours, but today a little early just because I have some plans. I don't always have plans, but I have plans today, so it's kind of cool. Your partner of 40 years? Oh, awesome, Jane. Well, we'll put Jimmy in the woo-woo. Everybody include Jimmy in the woo-woo. Everybody bring Jimmy to mind. Now, you guys also you can also include your loved ones that have passed, okay? Because they still feel, only do we limit ourselves in a body. They can still feel your love. Oh, he's 81. Ooh, Jane. Jane's got herself a hottie. A hot 81, and you said he was a chef too, Jane? I know you guys owned a restaurant, but was he a chef too? I know you just called him the gardener, but I'm definitely going to have to clean my stamps. I have to clean my stamps, you guys. We send you a big kiss, Jimmy. Okay. Include anybody you would like, and let's get started. Inhale through your nose. And exhale out through your mouth. Inhale in. And exhale out. You can do this work with your eyes open or your eyes closed. I find I like doing it better with my eyes closed, but you do what works for you. Receive and release. Take a moment and open an imaginary window in the center of your chest. Sometimes I make mine French doors. You can make yours any way you'd like and open it up. And on the release, let go of anything. On the exhale, let go of anything, any energy that no longer serves you. Okay? Receive and release. Imagine yourself in a column of light. And when you look up, you can't see the end. And when you look down, you can't see the end. This is your column of light. It is unique to your being, soul, spirit. Allow your column of light to enter deep, deep, deep into the earth. Allow your column of light to also extend above your head as high up as you can easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably imagine. Let's follow your column of light above your head. And let's give your column of light the suggestion, heart of the sun, of the central sun, heart of creator, creation energy. And with that, your column of light is right there in the heart of the central sun, in the heart of this beautiful angelic realm of creator, creation energy. Give your column of light big roots, like old oak roots above your head. Allow your column of light to anchor itself above your head as deep, far, and wide as you can imagine. Let's follow your column of light from those roots high up in that angelic realm, through your head, neck and arms, chest and back, waist and lower abdomen, and feel it pouring through your legs and out the bottom of your feet. Let's follow your column of light and just give your column of light permission to enter into the heart of the earth. And right there, give your column of light big oak roots deep in the heart of the earth. Let's invite the earth's energy to fill our column of light, connecting us even more deeply to the heart of the earth. I see this energy like beautiful gold light, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful gold light energy pouring up through your column of light, deep in the heart of the earth. Feel it filling your feet and ankles, calves and knees, thighs and hips. Feel it filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your heart and back, your throat, the back of your neck, your head and face, and feel it pouring out the top of your head. And allow any and all excess to exit the roots that you have anchored in the heart of creator creation, the heart of the central sun. Let's invite this beautiful angelic realm energy into our column of light as well. It will mix with your light and the earth's light. I see this angelic light, this beautiful light from the heart of the central sun, like beautiful silvery diamonds. But you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel it pouring through your column of light, pouring through your head and face, neck and throat, chest and back, waist, lower abdomen, the base of your spine, and feel it pouring through your legs, your hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and out the bottom of your feet. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to heaven and to earth. Now let's start in the highest point of creator creation energy where you're connected. Let's breathe in and receive peace and love, bliss, joy, freedom. And on the exhale, release anything that doesn't work for you. Ready? Receive in love and release in love. Receive in love and release in love. Receive in love and release in love. Focus 6 feet above your head. Receive peace, joy, bliss, freedom, love. And on the exhale, release anything that doesn't work for you. Ready? Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus 1 foot above your head. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on the top of your head, the point of light where you connect right on the top of your head. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. And release on the exhale anything that no longer works for you. Ready? Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on the point of light between your eyes. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on your throat. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on your heart, both in the front of your chest and in the back. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on your waist, the point of light where you focus there, right in your waist, your solar plexus. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on your lower abdomen. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on the base of your spine. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus 1 foot below your feet. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus 6 feet below your feet, the point of light where you connect here. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Focus on the heart of the earth. Receive peace, love, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. I want you to focus on the infinity symbol and see it standing up straight up and down like a figure 8. It begins at the top in the heart of creation, crossing through your heart, entering deep in the heart of the earth, crossing back through your heart and ending where it began. On the inhale, receive love from the divine source, heart of the central sun, and from the heart of the earth. And on the exhale, give back to the heart of the earth, the heart of the central sun, and the heart of the divine source in whatever form you prefer. Ready? Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. One more time. Receive in love and give in love. Now I want you to focus on your heart and your hands, and I want you to tell me when you feel this energy. All you need to do is just say yes when you start feeling this energy. Focusing on your hand and focusing on your heart. Ready? Say yes when you feel it. Okay, I want you to put one hand on your heart and put the other one on your water. I want you to point your hands and think of somewhere and someplace on this planet that you're sending it to. It can be anywhere. Include your home. Include anyone else you'd like. Receive it and send it out through your hands. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and come back. And feel free to share anything you'd like to share. There's no right or wrong ever. There's no right or wrong ever, 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 ever. No right or wrong. But good, I'm glad you felt it. I still have paint all over this, wet paint everywhere here. And feel free to share anything. There is, everybody's experience is going to be different. So, there's not one way, just like we're all different. So, and know that if you didn't feel anything at all, you still received what you needed. It just sometimes is more, as you become more and more sensitive to this work, you'll feel more. And I'm sorry, Jessica, we were in the middle of doing the woo-woo when you came in, and ooh, helping your friend deliver puppies sounds awesome. Good for you. You felt almost giddy and happy. Oh, yay! And tingling in your hands and feet tonight. Excellent, excellent. Good for you. That's awesome. Warm and relaxed. Good job. Thanks. Good for you guys allowing yourself to release and relax. Sometimes we get ourselves so wound up we can't. I get myself in the same mess too. I'm in the same human life you guys are. We be the same. Your heart's pounding. Oh, that's good, Jude. Just focus in. Sometimes the organs in our body really need to tell us stuff, right? Sometimes it's just to relax or to take a step back or, whatever it is. No right or wrong. Absolutely none whatsoever. I'm glad that you feel calm. Oh, good, Lou. I'm glad. You guys, this energy work stays here on the video. So anytime you come back and listen to it, it's here, whether I'm doing it live or not. Because that is my intention. My intention is that you receive it, that it stays live, that the energy stays palpable the whole time. Whenever you decide to come back. Because I know, so for me, sometimes I even listen to it for myself. You guys, it's not me personally doing it. It just comes through me. It's just an energy that flows through me. It's not... So I have my own stuff, and when I'm feeling sometimes stressed out, sometimes I come and listen. Somebody's going to say, oh, that's weird, but it isn't really, It isn't really. Anybody else want to share anything before we say goodnight? And I'm sorry that this one is a shorter stream, but I'm going to go hang out with my kids and my friend and go have some dinner. And, you know, when you have company, you kind of go with the flow, yeah? Feel free to share anything else. I appreciate it if you guys give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed your time here with me. And I'm sorry if I was a little rushed or hurried today. It wasn't my intention, but I'm going to have my own moment. Did I lose all of you? Are you guys all sleeping? Did I knock you out? I knock myself out sometimes, so I can relate. You could see that working good. Thanks, Angela. Newspapers do dry fast, and I will tell you, don't be afraid to use, you know, other different paints on it. I just happen to use really cheap paint because that's just what I have. I have these like dollar paints that you get or 50-cent paints that you buy at this one might be a little bit more, but you get at the big box store. But they do dry fast. They do. I mean, my newspapers are totally all dry. Like they're all dry. And what's cool is that you can cut them up or use them as embellishments sometimes. You guys, I'll cut these up and use them as tabs in my journal. They're really fun. They're fun to use, and you can create a lot of painty papers in a really short period of time with them, and use them for a variety of things. You don't have to, and you can use them in your journals or as borders. I don't know. Maybe next stream I'll show you how I use them. I use them as backgrounds and in my art journal, and I don't know, whatever I'm feeling at the moment, you know. We love you too, Trace. And we did the woo-woo early today, so if you go back and listen to the last 15 minutes, it's there because I gotta go for company's turned out. They turn out awesome. Jude, they turn out great. I'm telling you, you're gonna be addicted to painty papers. All right, my lovelies. I will see you guys on if the weekend allows, I'll try to come and hang out and do a stream with you. If it doesn't, I will see you guys. Love you, Hottie Po. Everything's well. I'm just gonna go meet some friends for dinner. I will see you guys on Tuesday if I don't manage to get it together to do it this week. I mean, you know, this weekend. It just depends upon how my day goes tomorrow. All right. Love you, ladies. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate a thumbs up, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. If I don't see you, maybe if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Sunday at Carla Cage Fish's stream at 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Aloha, ladies.